Yeah, we turned it over way too much. That's a big part of our problem the last couple of games. 24 and then 21 tonight. The majority of the damage that they did was in transition, and a lot of them were live ball turnovers. So we got to take care of the ball better. We did some good things early in the game. We had some very good looks that didn't go down, and then turnovers became more and more of a problem. And then, this is a talented team even without Jokic, and small breakdowns turn into big problems. So, we gotta defend better. We gotta take care of the ball better.
Are you seeing a theme on the turnover issues? Is the guys just not looking before they throw? What do you see as leading to 23 on Wednesday?
Yeah, I don't know the ratio of forced to unforced, but we've got to eliminate the unforced. And a lot of our forced turnovers in the Oklahoma game came because of poor spacing. Our spacing was better tonight. In some cases they made plays to deflect or just make a play on the ball and get transition. We got to try to avoid those, but it's I can't give you a blow by blow because I haven't watched the film yet. But our point guards, are damn good players, and this is an uncharacteristic night for them, having 5 and 4 turnovers respectively, and that's not going to happen tomorrow.
So I think Andrew had one of them on Wednesday. Do you see him forcing the issue at all, or is there anything you saw?
Some, yeah. He got caught in the air a couple times. That's difficult against a team that's long, athletic, and anticipates well. We'll look at it, and we'll help these guys, get better for tomorrow. This is a tough trip. We knew it was going to be tough. We have one more opportunity tomorrow. Phoenix is waiting on us. Not easy, but we got to get out of here, and we got to stay together. We've been a team that's been very together all year long, and that's how we're going to stay.
What led to the decision to put O'Shea in the starting lineup? Obviously didn't work well?
Ben's the best sixth man in the league, and I believe in putting guys in a position to succeed and help our team succeed. If you've looked at the numbers, you know that it's not close. How well he's playing in the six-man role versus starting, and so that's a no-brainer. And then it's just a matter of who the right person to fill in was. And our lineup's going to be fluid. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we did do a few good things in this game. When you're on the road in a loud building and the crowd's whooping it up because you're turning it over and they're dunking the ball, it's easy to overlook some of those things. But we got to try to build on positives and eliminate negatives. Pretty simple.
One positive, obviously, Chris. It seems like he's got his shot back. How much do you see sort of confidence?
Look, Chris knows how to shoot. His shot, his shot never went anywhere. He just, he just needed to get back and get his rhythm. It's not a, there's no boogeyman or anything like that. It's just, guy's a hell of a player, and he competed his ass off tonight. I was proud of him.
It's coming, It's coming step by step. I'm just going with the flow. Like everybody been saying, I was off for a little while. Now I'm finding my rhythm back, and I'm just happy for that.
What seems like the shot is opening some other things up for you as far as being able to drive, get some mid-range. Are you seeing that too? Are you feeling some other things open?
For sure. Anybody that had, that have it going from three, the floor is going to open up for you. Now people, trying to run me off the line. So now I got more opportunity to drive it and make a play for my teammates. So, get onto my mid-range shot.
What kind of just team-wise, what kind of breakdowns are you seeing defensively? What did you think led to some of the buckets they were able to get? Obviously, the turnovers is part of that.
you just said, the turnover. We're making a lot of mistakes. We're not taking care of the ball, including me. We just got to cut that down. I feel like if we cut the turnover down, we're gonna be there with the other teams.
You think that's the biggest issue defensively? Is all the transition hoops from the turnovers? Is that probably the biggest issue?
I
right
mean,
now?
that's the biggest issue, turnover.
And that leads to some of the amount of points you've been giving up in the last 4 games. Do you think it's basically tied to the turnovers at this point?
I mean, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot. I mean, you can't just say it was one thing. I mean, I think just as a whole, it didn't show up tonight, and it's unfortunate. But we got a game tomorrow. That's where we got to put our minds right now.
It's obviously 2 in a row where you guys have had some breakdowns on that. I mean, I'm guessing it's not one thing, but I mean, are you concerned about the just sort of overall focus on that?
I don't know if concern is the word for it. I think that we got to hammer out a lot of details and get back to being us. But I mean, concern is not the word for it. We got way too much basketball left to play for me to be concerned.
Are you having issues is it a communication issue? You guys have been really good as far as connectivity, and that's been a strength for you guys. Are you seeing less of that than you want to see on the end?
Yeah, I think that's apparent. I mean, I'm not sure if it's communication, but it's just not where it needs to be.
What do you think kind of just led to the turnover issue in general?
I don't know, bro. It's just it's 2 games in a row where it's just inconsistent play offensively. So I mean, just look at the film, get better from it, and just move on.
What do you guys see in there? Basically, what are you kind of seeing as far as just whether it's communication, whether it's passes going the wrong way? I mean, what kind of breakdowns do you see in there?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of in one of the last 2 games, it's one of those things where we're just turning the ball over a lot. We got to watch the film and see where we can get better. I know for me, having 4, it's out of character for me, and I know what I did wrong. I was just trying to drive and make a play, and there wasn't anywhere to go. And I can't be overzealous when it comes to that stuff. And this isn't taking a shot at me and Andrew, but 9 turnovers between the point guards is not going to get it done. We'll be better and watch film and see what we can do better in that area, and we'll fix it.
I think you guys only combined you and Andrew with 2 on Wednesday. Is this? I mean,
yeah. I mean,
is it an issue of forcing it? I mean, or
yeah. I mean, I feel like, and you see it. We combined for 2 the previous game, and it was just one of those crappy games where I think we were, the intentions were right, but just wasn't a whole lot of room for us to drive, and we still did it anyway, and it didn't work in our favor.
But on the flip side, obviously that leads to a lot of the issues on defense. Certainly the transition buckets, the fast break stuff, but that's not all of it. I mean, I think they only had, oddly enough, 22 on 21 turnovers. What did you see break down in the half court?
A couple of their guys just got going, and we started to trap a little bit, and our rotations, we were there. We were just a little bit late. Especially against a team like that, they'll make you pay for any mistakes that you have, and credit to them.
They obviously played some guys that don't necessarily get a ton of minutes without Joker. Obviously, Jordan gets in there. I mean, where did you kind of see some issues there, I guess, with some of those guys getting able to get open around the rim?
No, I mean, I thought we fouled a little bit too much, especially Aaron Gordon. He got to the line a lot. But like I said, DeAndre Jordan's been doing this for a long, long time, and knows how to get to his spots, especially in the pick and roll, and our rotations just weren't where they needed to be, and he made us play. He made us pay, and so did they. Credit to them.
Obviously, this team's strength again has been connectivity. Are you seeing a little bit less of that on defense? Is that, I think, maybe the biggest thing you guys got to get right?
No, I think we're connected, obviously, as a group, but there's breakdowns that happen. It's the game of basketball, and it's going to happen. It's about minimizing those, and we certainly will watch the film and try to fix it.